Hi students, how are you? My name is B. Sitara. So in this video I will explain geometrical isomerism in imines, azo compounds and oximes. Very important for Z and NEET exam. Please note heading geometrical isomerism. So this is the title of heading. Now, number 1, GI means geometrical isomerism in imines. Imines means these compounds contains C double bond N. So this is the main functional group in imines. Okay. Imines shows geometrical isomerism due to restricted rotation of carbon nitrogen double bond. So this is main reason for exhibition of geometrical isomerism by imines. First of all, the basic structure for imines is so like this. This is A, this is B. Here A, B means some groups. A and B are nothing but groups. So these groups may be hydrogen, alkyl groups or phenyl group, whatever. And on this nitrogen atom, one lone pair is present and here hydrogen. So this is the basic structure of imine. If A not equal to B, if A not equal to B, this compound will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Very easy trick. If A not equal to B, definitely any given imine will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Then it will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Very important. So please note. Some people having the doubt, that is, here the lone pair. So what about lone pair? These two groups are different. These two groups are also different. So these two groups are also different and these two groups are also different. Okay students, here we will consider this lone pair as one group. Okay, so if A not equal to B and this lone pair, this is a hydrogen or alkyl group, definitely the given imine will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Please note. Okay, some examples. Some examples are C double bond N. So this is the lone pair. So this is the hydrogen atom. Here hydrogen, here some methyl group. So this will exhibit geometrical isomerism. No doubt. So why? Because this methyl group and this hydrogen atom, these are different. Okay, understanding? Next example. C double bond N. This is hydrogen atom. Here this is ethyl group. So this is methyl group. This will also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Why? Because these two groups are different. These two groups are different. And here also these two groups are different. Definitely these two molecules will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay. Next example, C double bond N. So this is hydrogen atom. Here benzene ring means pH. So this is some hydrogen. This also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Please note, students. Okay, next. One small problem. Please note immediately. Geometrical isomerism exhibits or not. Okay, the first example is, the first one is C double bond N. So this is hydrogen. So this is hydrogen. So this again phenyl group C6H5. So this will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay, students, I think you understood. The second one is C double bond N. Here methyl group. So this is also methyl group. Is it exhibit geometrical isomerism? No. Why? Because these two groups are same. These two groups are same. The main condition is these two groups must be different. If these two groups are same, so that amine unable to give geometrical isomers. Okay, next. Third example. C double bond N. So this is a lone pair. So this will also consider as one group or atom. Now this is some alkyl group. So this is hydrogen atom and this is some ethyl group. Here also these two groups are different and these two groups also different. Definitely this molecule will give geometrical isomerism. Please note these examples. These are very, very important for Z and NEET. Okay, students. Now, the second one is geometrical isomerism in oximes. So this is very, very important. Oximes. Geometrical isomerism in oximes. So what is called oxime? First of all, the basic requirement in oximes is the presence of carbon nitrogen double bond. So because of the restricted rotation of carbon nitrogen double bond, the oximes will also exhibit geometrical isomerism. So these oximes are basically two different types. aldoxymes and ketoxymes. Aldoxymes means, so these are obtained from the reaction of aldehydes and hydroxylamine. Now one example, you take any aldehyde. Now I will take one aldehyde, its name is formaldehyde. What is this? Formaldehyde. When this formaldehyde reacting with hydroxylamine, so this is called hydroxylamine, hydroxylamine. Now here one water molecule will expelled from the reaction. Now we will getting H, C, H double bond, NOH. Here one lone pair is there. This is called oxime. So this oxime came out from aldehyde. So it is called aldoxime. Okay, students. Now ketoxime. Ketoxymes means these are obtained from ketones. Now you take any ketone, CH3, C double bond O. So this is C2H5, ethyl methyl ketone. This is a ketone, ethyl methyl ketone. Now again, this will reacting with hydroxylamine. One water molecule will be expelled. Now we will getting ketoxime, CH3, C double bond N. So this is OH group. Here ethyl group, C2H5. So this oxime comes from ketone, so it is called ketoxime. Okay, please note. Okay, students, I think you will understanding with my level of teaching. Very easy. Next, all aldoxymes except oxime of formaldehyde will give or will show geometrical isomerism. Very important. So this is very important point for G exams and as well NEET. All aldoxymes, any oxime which is came out from any aldehyde except formaldehyde definitely will gives geometrical isomerism. Okay, understanding? Now some examples. H, C double bond N. This is OH. Here lone pair. So this is it oxime? Yes, it is oxime. Why? Because so it was came from formaldehyde. Here these two hydrogen atoms are similar. So these two hydrogen atoms are similar hydrogens, means same hydrogens. So this will not give geometrical isomerism. It doesn't give geometrical isomerism. Why? Because so what is the main condition? These two must be different, like amines. We're understanding. Next example. Next, C double bond N. OH. So this is a lone pair. So here hydrogen atom, here methyl. So this will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Why this molecule will give geometrical isomerism? Because these two groups are different. So the connecting groups, means the bonding groups with the carbon, are different. So this hydrogen, these are different groups. So definitely this molecule will give geometrical isomerism. But this molecule does not show geometrical isomerism because these two groups are same. This is very very important for G and NEET. So this aldoxyl coming from formaldehyde, so this will not showing geometrical isomerism. Okay, please note. Okay. Now one problem. Please note the problem. Geometrical isomerism exhibits or not? Or not? Very easy. Now I will give some more examples here. So this is a C double bond N. This is OH. So this is now this is methyl. So this is hydrogen. And the second one is so this is ethyl, this is methyl. The third one is so this is phenyl. Phenyl means benzene. This is hydrogen. This is hydroxyl group. This is lone pair. Next, fourth one is here. This is phenyl. This is phenyl. This is OH. This is a lone pair. And fifth one is so this is methyl. So this is some cyclopropane ring. So this is OH. So this is hydrogen. So this is a lone pair. Okay, students. So these are 5 different oxides listed on the board. Please give the answer which molecules, which means which oxides will show geometrical isomerism, which are not. First of all, come to this one. The first one. Here, this will give geometrical isomerism. Why? Because these two groups are different. This group and this group, this is methyl, this is hydrogen. These are different. So this will give geometrical isomerism. Okay. Now come to this. Here also, this is ethyl group. This is methyl group. These two groups are different. So this molecule also would give geometrical isomerism. So this also give geometrical isomerism. Why? Because these two groups are different groups. So it will give geometrical isomerism. Now come to this. Now students, please observe the board clearly. So this is phenyl group. This is phenyl group. These are equal groups. These are equal groups. So these are equal groups. So it doesn't give geometrical isomerism. It doesn't give geometrical isomerism. Now come to this. So here this is the methyl group. This is the cyclopropyl group. These two groups are different. So it will give geometrical isomerism. Okay, students. The main requirement for any oxide is here. So this is the carbon atom. So this is some group A. This is group B. So the main requirement is A must be not equal to B. Then only so it will give geometrical isomerism. It will show geometrical isomerism. So this is the main requirement. The main requirement for exhibition of geometrical isomerism by any oxide is these two groups must be different. Okay, students, I think you understood. Okay, please note all these examples. Okay, students. Okay. If AB groups are different, the given oxide must be so geometrical isomerism. Now, this geometrical isomerism is named as syn-anti isomerism. Syn-anti notation. So in case of alkenes, if two equal groups are present on same side with respect to carbon-carbon double bond, so that isomer is called cis isomer. Okay. And if the two similar groups, equal groups present opposite side with respect to carbon-carbon double bond, that isomer is means a trans isomer. So that isomerism is called as cis-trans isomerism in case of alkenes and the derivatives of alkenes. So we did a lot of examples in previous classes. Okay, understanding? Now in this case, the geometrical isomerism is denoted by syn-anti notation system. So what is called syn-anti notation? First of all oxymes. First of all, we will take oxymes. Okay. Now one example. So what is called syn isomer? What is called anti isomer? Very easy. Syn means same side. Syn means same side. Anti means opposite side. Opposite side. Very easy. Now one more example. So this is nitrogen, C double bond N. So this is hydroxyl group. So this is lone pair. Now this is hydrogen. This is some methyl group CH3. So this is some hydrogen. Please understand, students. So listen, very easy concept. Here the OH group and the hydrogen group, these two are on same side. So this isomer is called syn isomer or syn oxime. Very easy. So what is called syn oxime? Syn oxime means if OH and hydrogen atom are on same side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond. So that is OH and hydrogens are same side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond. So that oxide is called syn oxide. Understanding? Now, so what is called anti-oxide? So anti-oxide means here OH and hydrogens are opposite side. Opposite side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond. Now the isomer is C double bond N. So this side hydrogen. So this is methyl group. So this is hydroxyl group. This is lone pair. See students, so by careful observation of these two compounds, So we will getting one conclusion. Here the OH group and the hydrogen in this oxide are present on the same side. So it is called syn isomer. But in this case, the OH and the hydrogen are opposite side. So these are opposite side. So it is called anti-oxime. Anti-oxime, very easy concept. If OH and hydrogen atoms are on the same side with respect to the carbon nitrogen double bond, it is called syn. So it is called syn. It is syn. Otherwise anti-isomer. Otherwise anti. Okay. Here OH and hydrogen are same side. So that is a syn oxide. If OH and hydrogen atoms are opposite side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond, anti-oxide. Okay, students? Okay, I think you understood. So what I am saying, syn oxide means if hydrogen atom and a hydroxyl group of oxide are present on one side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond. Anti-oxide means if hydrogen atom and a hydroxyl group are present exactly opposite side with respect to carbon nitrogen double bond. Okay. And one more example. C double bond N. So this is OH. So this is lone pair. Here ethyl group. So this is some N-butyl groups. So whatever the alkyl groups. Okay, this is oxide. Okay, we will discuss aldoxide. So this is hydrogen. Here also the OH group and the hydrogen are same side. So this is syn oxide. Syn aldoxide. Okay, students. Now what is the anti-isomer? Try to write. Just we will ulta these two groups. Here hydrogen atom, here ethyl group, here OH. So this is lone pair. Now in this case, this is OH group, this is hydrogen. These are exactly opposite side. So this molecule is anti-aldoxide. Okay, students? So I think you understood well. Okay, please note these example. Next. Okay. The third one is ketoxames. The geometrical isomerism in ketoxames, syn and anti notation. Now I will give one more example for ketoxames. So this is OH group. So this is lone pair on this nitrogen atom. So this is methyl group. So this is ethyl group. Now, dear students, please observe the board and listen what I am saying. In case of ketoxames, there are two different names are possible. The first name is, first of all, we will consider this group and this ethyl group. This OH and ethyl are present on same side. So the name is syn ethyl methyl ketoxide. Very easy concept. Why? Because why I wrote here syn, because the ethyl group and hydroxyl group are present on the same side. So I start the name syn ethyl and then methyl ketoxide. Now the second name is, suppose if we will consider this group and this group, now this group and this group are opposite, means anti to each other with respect to this carbon nitrogen double bond. So the name is anti methyl. Why? Because this methyl is anti to this OH. Anti methyl and then ethyl ketoxide. So it is the representation of syn anti system notation of the geometrical isomerism of oxides. Please note, students. And one more example. So this is C double bond N. So this is OH. So here this side methyl. Now this side ethyl. Now please give the notations of this ketoxide. Very easy. Now in this case the methyl and hydroxy group are present on same side. Means this is a same side. Syn to OH. So syn methyl ethyl ketoxide. This is one name. So one notation. The second notation is, now if we consider ethyl and OH, so these are opposite to each other. Now the name is anti ethyl. Why I wrote anti here? Because the ethyl group is anti to OH. Anti ethyl, then methyl ketoxide. So this is the geometrical isomerism, syn and anti notations of isomers. Please note. Okay, students, you understood well. Okay. Now the next topic is geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism in azo compounds. In azo compounds. Okay, what is called azo compound? First of all, we will learn about the basic structure of azo compounds. Azo compound means, so it contains nitrogen double bond. Okay, so these are free valencies. This is one free valency. So this is another free valency. Okay, now each nitrogen atom will carry one lone pair each. So this is one lone pair on this nitrogen atom. This is another lone pair on this nitrogen atom. Okay, understanding? Okay, so this is A group. This is B group. Means these two groups are present on these two nitrogen atoms. So this is the basic structure of azo compound. This is azo compound. Okay, students. A means any group. A and B are any groups. Here A and B are any groups. Any groups. So that is hydrogens or methyl or ethyl, etc. Any group. Okay. Here the azo compound will give geometrical isomerism. Okay, understanding? So in previous cases, means in case of alkenes and in case of imines and oxides, the four groups must be different. But in case if A equal to B or A not equal to B, so whatever the case, if A equal to B means A and B are equal or A and B are not equal. So whatever the case, okay, irrespective of A and B groups, whether they equal or not, geometrical isomerism is exhibited, means all azo compounds irrespective of will show geometrical isomerism. Very important. So this is for very important point for Z and NEET. Very important. So this is the special case in geometrical isomerism. All azo compounds, irrespective of AB groups, AB may be equal and A and B may be not equal. Okay, so whatever, so every azo compound will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay, understanding? Okay, please note. And some examples. So this is azomethane. So this will give geometrical isomerism. It will exhibit geometrical isomerism. Any azo compound. So because of restricted rotation of nitrogen double bond. Here nitrogen double bond is restricted. Means so we can't rotate. Free rotation is not possible in case of nitrogen double bond in azo compounds. So all azo compounds will show geometrical isomerism irrespective of grouping. We can understanding. Okay, here benzene C6H5, here also C6H5. This is azobenzene. So this is called azobenzene. So this will also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Okay. Okay, please note. I will teaching very slowly. Please try to understand. Okay. Now problem. For Z and NEET, okay, geometrical isomerism exhibit or not. Okay. First problem. First one is C double bond C. So this is methyl group. So this is a hydrogen. So this is a again hydrogen. So this is again methyl group. Okay. So this is here. These two groups are different. These two groups are different. So it will give geometrical isomerism. Understanding? So what is the main requirement for alkenes? A not equal to B. This, suppose this is A. So this is B. So this is C. So this is D. The condition is A not equal to B and C not equal to D. So then that molecule will give geometrical isomerism. Okay. The second one is C double bond N. Here hydrogen. So here, so methyl group. Here hydrogen. This also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Why? Because what is the condition? Here AB are not equal. Here AB are, these two groups are different. Definitely it will give geometrical isomerism. Next, C double bond N. Here hydrogen. So here hydrogen. Here hydrogen. So this will not give geometrical isomerism. Why? Why? Because these two groups are similar. Because so these two groups are same groups. Okay, understanding? If the two groups are similar groups, it will not give geometrical isomerism. Next, fourth example. C double bond C, fluorine, here bromine. So this is a methyl group. So this is hydrogen. Here also A not equal to B, C not equal to D. This will also exhibit geometrical isomerism. And fifth one, N double bond N. This is lone pair. This is lone pair. So this is phenyl group. So this is ethyl group. This also exhibit geometrical isomerism. Why? Because all azo compounds will exhibit geometrical isomerism irrespective of the groups which are bonded to azo group. Next, C double bond N. So this is OH. So this is lone pair. This is methyl group. So this again methyl group. So this will not give geometrical isomerism. Why this molecule does not show geometrical isomerism? Because these two groups are same groups. Okay, please note. Okay, students, I think you understood well. If you like this video, please share and also comment and also subscribe. Okay, thank you very much. Keep smiling. Bye bye.